Good morning, Malcolm.
Hello, very good morning to all of you. Can all of you hear me clearly?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Great, great. We'll just start the class in a moment. Okay, I'll just share my screen and we'll be solving mostly questions for fill in the blanks for the reading section. Apart from that, if there are any doubts, please feel free to ask. Okay, so let's start with today's first question. So as I said, we are mostly doing reading, writing, fill in the blanks. So this is the passage on your screen. You've got 5 blanks. I'll give you all 1 minute and 20 seconds to solve, and then we shall discuss it, okay? Your time starts now. Okay, guys, let's please discuss and check the answers. If you want, you can unmute your mic and participate, all of you. So, this passage, what is this passage mainly about?
A political
Some political thing.
Political philosophy, yeah. And some social contract which has been pivotal. Pivotal means really important. So thinkers like Hobbes and Rousseau posited. Posited means put forward or proposed that individuals dash certain freedoms in exchange of something. In exchange of what? Security and order. So,
Safeguard.
sorry?
Demand.
Safeguard.
Safeguard. Safeguard.
See, it very clearly says in exchange of something, in exchange of security and order. So generally, freedom is something which we want, but here they are some doing like dash with freedom in exchange of security and order. So basically, they want security and order instead of freedom. So they are letting go of freedom, and letting go means to relinquish. Relinquish means to let go, do without something, let it go, relinquish. Like the king relinquished his throne, like that. So the correct answer is relinquish. Safeguard means to take, keep safe. Exploit means to take unfair advantage of someone or something. So the correct answer is relinquish. Okay. This theoretical agreement forms the basis of legitimate authority, means valid authority, legitimate. However, when governments dash the rights of people, the contract is considered to be broken. So, which is a negative word out of all options?
Violate.
Correct.
Violate.
The answer should be violate. Violate means what? To break. Violate a law or violate a rule means to break the rule. Violate. In such cases, citizens may feel justified to dash against tyranny. What do citizens do when they feel that, huh?
Rebel.
Correct, absolutely
Rebel.
right. Rebel. Rebel means to raise your voice against some authority. So you rebel against the government or the people in charge. You rebel means you go against. Does anyone know the meaning of tyranny? What does tyranny mean? It's a negative word. So tyranny means like sort of like dictatorship, like doing a lot of evil things, do
Like,
whatever you want to do,
is it
Generally,
like against something, against conflict, against fighting, against something like that?
so it is against the rule of law actually. So basically, let's say there's a political person or a party in power. So they are doing whatever they wish to do, they're not following the law. They're unnecessary harassing people, So that is called tyranny, tyrannical behavior. The balance between authority and liberty remains a dash issue in modern democracies. Which type of issue?
Contentious.
Very good. Can
Continuous,
you
yeah.
explain what contentious means? Can anybody explain?
Like it's debatable. Like it's still in
Absolutely.
debate or argument.
Absolutely right. So contentious is the correct answer, and it is also a collocation with the word issue. And as Chanpreet rightly said, it means something like a debatable issue, a contentious issue, requiring constant vigilance to dash abuses of power.
Prevent.
Vigilance,
To prevent.
Prevent.
yeah, to prevent the abuse of power. Vigilance means what? To be vigilant is the verb and vigilance is the noun. So what does vigilance mean?
Careful.
Being aware.
Control.
You always have to be very alert
Hmm.
and keep a keen eye on something. Keep on checking something. So you have to be aware of your circumstances and very vigilant so that nothing wrong is happening around you. Vigilant, it's a positive word. So I'll quickly again tick the answers. Relinquish, violate, rebel, contentious, prevent. So if you have a paper and a pen, please keep on noting down your scores out of whatever the total. So for every correct answer, you get 1. For every incorrect answer, you get a 0. And generally, I try to cover some like not very easy questions in class. Some may be from the exam, some may be my own created questions. So yeah, let's continue. All right, this is the second question. Please solve it, then we will discuss it, okay? If anyone is sharing answers in chat, kindly share it on to my name. Don't share it in group chat, okay? Thank you. All right, guys, time up. Let's please check the answers. So this passage is about theater. Theatre has long served as a medium to dash societal norms and provoke thought.
Challenge.
Correct. So the acts and the performances which we see in a theater, they often provoke thought, means they often force us to think, what is happening in society. So they challenge what's going on in the society as a norm. Norm means tradition, culture, whatever. Playwrights often use satire and allegory. So satire and allegory are forms of art in which you make fun, you mock the people in power, you mock yourself, you make fun of yourself, make fun of others. So that it's a form of art to dash audiences into reflecting, means thinking on contemporary issues. What will be the second blank?
Mm,
Distract.
Distract. You want to
No.
distract audience.
You want to you want to you want to move your audience. You want to make them
Maybe
think,
jolt.
Jolt.
Correct.
Jolt.
So to move suddenly is called to jolt someone.
Sir, what is the meaning of jolt?
Jolt means to move someone into thinking, like hila ke rakh dena.
Yeah.
Hmm. So you want the audiences, to be shocked, to be surprised. So you want to jolt them into thinking, like what is going on in the society, where have we reached as a human race? So that is the meaning of jolt. The stage, the performance stage becomes a space where taboo means, topics which are looked down upon. People don't want to talk about them, like child exploitation, sex, could be anything, So such topics people don't want to discuss in open. So these are called taboo topics. Can be dashed under the guise of performance. To be
Explode.
explored.
Explode.
Floor.
Can be explored
Oh.
because it's performance. So it can be explored. However, censorship means what? Film censorship, what does that mean?
To ban something, like to put a break on it.
Yeah, to block something, to ban something so that people can't watch it. So you censor such movies, you censor such news items. Okay. However, censorship can dash artistic freedom.
Stifle.
So
Stifle.
obviously you need a negative word, right? Like artistic freedom is something positive and censorship will block it. So to
Stifle.
block something means, and it's pronounced as stifle.
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 Yeah, it
Okay.
means to block something, like to choke someone, So that's called stifle. Limiting the scope of discourse. Discourse means discussion. Now again, see every sentence, now you have to see how it starts. Previous sentence was however. Now it is despite challenges. So now again it will be positive. Previous negative, now positive. Despite challenges, comma, theatre continues to dash as a visual cultural institution.
Endure.
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 Yes, now we need something
Mm.
positive. So it will be
Endure.
endure. Endure means to continue, to go on. That's the meaning of endure. So challenge, jolt, explode, stifled, endure. So again, this was out of 5 points, okay? Okay, solve this one. Okay, time up. Let's check. So this one is about environmental conservation. To conserve means to protect, to save. Requires coordinated efforts to dash biodiversity and natural resources.
Reserve.
Preserve.
Yeah, preserve. Yeah, it means to save, conserve, preserve. Policies must be designed to dash sustainable practices among industries and communities.
Promote.
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 Government policies, they are there to encourage industries to carry out such activities. So promote. Failure to act can lead to dash consequences.
Dire.
Consequences means outcomes or results.
Negligible, yes.
And with consequences, we always use the word dire consequences. Dire means extreme. Please remember this collocation. It's a collocation. Dire consequences means extreme consequences. And then they have mentioned examples, including habitat loss and climate change. So these are not normal outcomes. These are extreme outcomes. International agreements aim to dash collective responsibility.
Foster.
Poster.
Foster.
Very good. Because these are agreements and that too at an international level. So they want to like help to take collective. To foster means to help promote something or to help something grow. That's the meaning of foster. Ultimately, the success of conservation initiatives hinges on, means depends on. This is a good collocation you can use in the essay. This means depends on. Hinges on the ability to dash ecological concerns with economic balance.
Balance.
With.
Balance.
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 Balance with collocation. Right, so this one is also out of 5. So now you can calculate your score. So far we have done 3 questions. So the total should be out of 15.
So this is the first question?
No, we have done 2 questions before this also.
Okay.
Okay. But for you, you can count it as your first question. That's fine.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
Critical narratives of shift.
Okay, you can solve this one, guys.
Teacher, I have a question. So, for example, if one block is grown, I gonna get 4 points or nothing?
4 out of 5, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. The time up should be done by now. Hi, Ishraf, I saw your message now. So yeah, the word preserve we use not only, yeah, we do use for food, like preserve food for a longer time, but we can also use for non-food items because it's the passage is about conservation, means saving for the future. I mean, the previous passage. Okay, let's check this one, guys. Historical narratives. What is a narrative? What does a narrative mean? Narration.
Yeah.
It means like storytelling, somebody's telling about some event which has happened in the past. So that's a narration. And narrative is the noun. Are often shaped by those in power, leading to a dash of perspectives.
Consolidation.
Consolidation.
See, consolidation
Homogenization.
can leave, but there is a, see, what does it say? Shaped by those in power.
What is called the first one?
Yeah, the first
Homogenization.
one.
Yes.
So somebody who is really powerful, you will
They're
kind of
dominating.
follow what that person is saying, like a very powerful leader is saying something. So the public will follow. So basically everyone tries to do or follow the same sentiment or the same thing. So the better option is homogenization of perspectives. So all different perspectives come together. They want to follow the same person's ideology. So consolidation can fit. Both are similar, consolidate, homogenize, but homogenization is a better option in this context.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Official accounts means government records. Official accounts may dash certain events while omitting others.
Highlight.
Fabricate.
Highlight.
Highlight. Yeah.
Mm.
See, what are they trying to say? Basically, the person who is in power or the political party who is in power, will the official accounts go against the person in power? No, never. They will always do to keep the party happy, correct? The government has to follow because it's led by the political party. So some records will be omitted while others will be suppressed. Suppressed means hidden from the public, like daba diya records ko. So that is the context of this passage. Like some may be suppressed, like hidden a bit, while others will be omitted altogether. But the skeletons in the cupboard will stay in the cupboard. They will not come out, like that.
Yes. Sorry.
What's the meaning of omitting?
Sorry, which word?
Omitting.
Omit means to leave.
Remove.
For example, in read aloud in PT, we should not omit the words, means we should not skip the words. So to omit means to leave or skip. Sorry, there was some other question somebody was asking.
Yeah. Sorry. I was saying, in this lines, meaning is official accounts I thought there is a while, so maybe there is the opposite. They are highlighting to the few events and they are skipping to the others.
While is generally in continuation, and
Oh,
what you
okay.
are suggesting is whereas.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank
Whereas
you.
its contrast, while can be both, but many times it's in continuation.
Okay. Thank you.
Like I skipped on the road while it was raining, like that. Okay. The next sentence, historians strive. Strive means try. Historians strive to dash these narratives by incorporating diverse sources.
Reconstruct.
Reconstruct.
Reconstruct, correct. Because they are historians, so they have to reconstruct the story of the past. So they try to recreate or reconstruct. Very good. That's correct. This process can dash established beliefs and
Affirm.
provoke
Challenge.
debate. Provoke.
Reforms.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Established beliefs. So established, your beliefs will be challenged. See, the answer has to be challenged. Why? Because of the word provoke. Provoke is a slightly negative word. Means you don't want to have a debate, but it will create a debate. Like it will create a controversy.
But Malcolm, the reinforce also the meaning is support, support the beliefs and probe. The meaning of reinforce in
Yes,
this
reinforce means to
support.
create that belief more into
Yeah.
something. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, here it is not reinforcing the beliefs
Mm.
because it is provoking a debate. No, if
Mm.
everybody is following the same belief, there will be no debate. But here it is creating a debate.
Oh, yeah, the debate. Yeah, got it.
Because of that, this word we have to choose challenge.
Challenge. Yeah.
A comprehensive means overall, total. A comprehensive understanding of history requires a willingness to dash preconceived notions.
Reassess.
Reassess.
Uphold.
Reassess.
Willingness means you have to be willing. First, you have to agree. आपको करना चाहिए. You have to be willing to do it. You have to agree to it. Preconceived notions means what? What are already in your mind because of some bias. So you have some bias. You don't have full information, but you have some sort of idea in your mind, but you want to follow your own idea. That is called a preconceived notion. Conceive means to give birth, and preconceived means what is already there from before. So comprehensive history will, let me see the options. Reassess, uphold, nahi aayega, no. See these two options, this you can easily eliminate. Entrench. Uphold also you can eliminate. I think it will be reassess. Reassess means you go back to the drawing board and you rethink about your ideas, you rethink about your decisions. Like, have I done the right thing or the wrong thing? Reassess. Assess means to check, and reassess means if you have reached a certain stage in life, you go back and think about your past decisions. Did I take the right choice or did I make the wrong choice? So reassess. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, guys, you can solve this next question. All right, guys, it should be done. This one is not that difficult, this passage. So this passage is obviously about mental well-being. So mindful practices have gained popularity as tools to dash mental well-being. Tools to what?
Enhance.
Correct.
Enhance.
Enhance. Yeah, it's a positive sentence. So to enhance mental well-being. By focusing on the present moment, like what is now, individuals can dash stress and anxiety.
Ignore.
Ignore.
Now,
Alleviate.
Ex- excessive.
Exacerbate.
see,
Oh,
last week also we saw this word. Exacerbate is a negative word. It means
Very bad.
making situations from bad to worse, like deteriorating circumstances. But here you need a positive word, no? To dash stress and
Intensify.
anxiety. You need a positive word, not a negative word.
Intensify.
There is only
alleviate.
one positive word, alleviate.
Alleviate.
That's what I'm saying. No, even if we don't understand the meaning of the words, we need to understand the tone of the sentence, whether it's positive or negative. So what is alleviate? These are the options. Can you see on the screen, guys?
Yes.
Hmm. To alleviate means to reduce the intensity of something. Basically, it will give you relief. That activity will give you relief. Like the best collocation is alleviate stress, alleviate tension. Okay, let's continue. Critics argue that mindfulness is sometimes dashed as a panacea.
Miss blank, sir.
Improve.
Oh, sorry, I have missed something, no?
Yeah.
Regular meditation has been shown to dash emotional regulation.
Improve.
Shown to
Improve.
improve, yeah. That is easy.
Hmm.
Now, the next one is what critics argue that mindfulness is sometimes dashed as a panacea.
Marketed.
Concealed.
Very good. Marketed. Marketed. It's all a marketing activity, no? So much you show in the media that people start thinking about it like it's a panacea. Does anybody know the meaning of the word panacea?
Yeah,
No.
maybe solution or remedy.
It's
I
like a
mean,
cure. Yeah,
just a
like a
solution.
solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Panacea means like a cure. Remedy. Correct. Solution. Yeah. Nonetheless, when integrated thoughtfully, it can dash personal resilience.
Foster.
Foster.
Foster. Again, you need a positive word. What is the meaning of foster?
Promote.
Increase.
Increase.
Promote.
To,
Improve.
yeah, foster means to improve, promote, something like that. Yes. This is not showing the correct options, but foster means basically yes, to promote or to improve. And resilience means like strength. Generally, resilience means the strength in inherent strength. Resilient is the adjective, resilience is the noun. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, sir.
Okay, solve this one, guys, then we will discuss quickly.
So done.
Okay. Art criticism involves analyzing and evaluating artworks to dash their meaning and significance.
Elucidate.
Elucidated something.
See, firstly, you have to understand that is this sentence always first understand, is this something negative or positive?
Positive.
Positive. Because it's about analyzing, evaluating. So obviously it has to be positive.
Hmm.
Fabricate, is it a positive word?
Mm.
Fabricate means to change, manipulate. It's a negative word. Like you fabricate a story.
Hmm.
Like it was something else and you make it something totally different. That is called fabrication. Dismiss, positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Now you have only two options left. Now let's say you don't know the meaning of both. Then you have to guess. By the sound of the word, you have to guess. Does it sound like which one sounds negative, which one sounds positive? That's all we can do. Nothing else. The correct answer is elucidate.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
means to explain very clearly,
clearly. Yeah.
to make something very clear, like very simple to understand. Elucidate.
Elucidate. So elucidate meaning simple.
Clarify.
Okay.
You see the options now?
Hmm. Okay,
Hmm.
sir.
Yes. And what is the meaning of obscure? What does obscure mean? It means something like to hide something.
Black or something.
Something
Yeah,
which is very vague,
uncertain, unclear. Yeah.
unclear, yeah, very vague, or you hide the main information. You make it very obscure. So it's a negative word, right? So the correct answer is elucidate. Critics consider elements like composition, technique, and context to dash interpretations.
Distort.
Or
Minder,
Next to inform.
inform.
minder,
To dash interpretations.
Distort the interpretation. Give the misleading.
To hinder or maybe inform.
And,
But the previous sentence also was about evaluating, analyzing, So it was something positive, like the meaning, the significance. So, very deep sentence, everything positive. So this is also in continuation, like these are very deep elements.
Inform.
To dash, so I think it will be inform.
Okay.
Because everything is positive, no? Distort could have fit if it was a negative sentence. Distort means to change. So I think here it will be to inform interpretations. Subjectivity plays a role. What is the meaning of subjectivity?
the subject matter of
Kind of
that art.
No, no, no. Okay, what is the meaning of objectivity? You must always be objective when you make decisions. So objectivity means
What we observe.
you take a decision from a third party's perspective. Don't be too much involved in that decision, And subjectivity means you are too much involved in that decision. So let's say subjectivity means like it creates a prejudice in your mind, because that matter is very close to your heart.
bias.
Some sort of bias. It will play on your mind and your heart, It will make you emotional, manipulative. So always be objective when taking big decisions in life. Don't be very subjective. So subjectivity plays a role as personal experience can dash one's perspective.
Influence.
I think this one is easier.
Yeah.
Influence.
Yeah.
With personal experience, you will try to relate it, so it will influence your decision making.
Hmm.
Debates often arise when interpretations dash from the artist's intent.
Diverge.
Yeah, this one again, it's a collocation. Which word do you use with from?
Diverge.
Diverge.
Diverge. Diverge means like come out from. With align, which word do we use with align? We have seen this before. Align
Align with.
with. Coincide
Two.
With.
Okay.
and confirm to.
To.
True.
So with from, only one word we can use with is diverge.
Okay, sir.
Align sometimes can also be used with, sometimes with to. Okay, the last one. Ultimately, art criticism seeks to dash deeper engagement with visual culture.
If you
Encourage.
simplify,
With.
Seeks to dash. See, the whole passage was about something, it is about criticism,
Simplify.
yes, but in a positive light.
Yeah.
Encourage.
So I think it will be encouraged.
Encourage, yeah. But usually Balkan encourage too, yeah? Do we say
No,
to
no.
encourage?
It is to encourage, not encourage to.
Okay.
so what is the meaning of simplify?
To make things simpler to understand. Like simplify a complex matter. ताकि उसको समझना easy हो जाए. To simplify.
Or deter का meaning? What is the meaning of
Deter
deter?
means to stop, to block.
Okay. Thank
Like
you,
to
sir.
say no, like it's a negative word. Dissuade. Dissuade means don't do it. Prevent.
Deter mean like क्या बताया था मैंने लिखा नहीं.
Deter.
Yes, sir. Okay.
For example, when you must not deter from taking bold decisions in life. So don't be afraid of taking bold decisions in life.
Hmm. Okay, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's do this. All right, guys, time up. Let's please check the answers. So this one is about how a language evolves. So evolve means what? To grow, to become new, from old to new, due to various factors, including cultural exchange and technological advancement. See, many of these words, which you see in the blanks in the passages are collocations. You can also use such words in your essay writing. These are all very powerful vocabulary words because they are collocations. Technological advancement, that is also a very powerful collocation. New words are coined. What is the meaning of coined in this context? What does it mean?
Combined.
Renowned as
Meaning
two
new,
sides.
new, the forming something new.
The word elite was coined in the 18th century. So what does coined means?
Introduced.
Introduced.
Named,
Introduced.
created, introduced. Generally, it is used with naming a word, like some term or some name was coined by someone. So new words are introduced or created, and old ones may dash obsolete.
Become.
Become obsolete. Obsolete means what? What does obsolete mean?
May remain. Disappear.
To disappear or to die basically becomes dead. Nobody uses it anymore. Like cassettes and CDs and DVDs have become obsolete because nobody uses them anymore. So they have become obsolete. So the first answer is become.
Mm.
Grammar rules can dash as usage patterns shift.
Stagnate.
Mm.
When you
Stagnate.
Grammar rules can dash as usage patterns shift.
Adapt.
Vanish.
Adapt. See, grammar will stay, it will not vanish, it will never disappear. But the rules, they will have to, you have to adapt with changing rules. You also have to change yourself. वक्त के साथ चलना पड़ेगा ना. So you have to change yourself, you have to adapt as well. Linguists are people who study languages. Linguists study these changes to dash the dynamics of communication, to
analyze.
analyze. You are studying it because you want to go
Analyze.
in depth. You want to understand it in depth.
Analyze.
Understanding language evolution helps in dash the development of dialects.
Accelerating.
Tracing.
Tracing.
See, two options are there. One is tracing and the other is accelerating.
Accelerating.
No, no,
Accelerating.
tracing.
Checking, not good. Checking.
See, here they are linguists. Linguists are people who study languages.
They may be.
It's all over time. Like how a language evolves means changes. So the answer should be tracing, not accelerating.
Mm.
Like how this what is the meaning of dialect? What does a dialect means? It is like a sub language, a part of or a type of a language, like let's say Gujarati or Hindi. But there are so many different types of Spanish. There are so many different types of Hindi in spoken in different parts of the world. So that's a dialect. So it helps you trace the origin of that dialect. Like how did that come into existence? It also sheds light on. So this is also like a collocation. That's why we use it in our summarized spoken text template. It also sheds light on how language reflects and dash societal changes.
Influence.
Influences.
Not influences.
Mirror.
Mirrors,
Mirror.
correct.
Yeah.
So can we
It's
use?
also
Reflect. Wait.
This is the reflect and
reflect
yeah.
word is there, no?
So like we still use mirrors. That's why I
Yeah.
did use.
Mirrors means what? Copies.
Okay.
I mean,
So what is going on in the society? It's like a mirror, you know. It's showing you your face. Okay, let's continue. All right, guys, let's check. So this one is not difficult, this passage. You
provide.
We just have to follow the tone, positive, negative, positive, negative. The first one is about educational systems. So they want to do something positive. So what will be the answer?
Provide.
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 Provide. Now the next one is, however, so negative. What will be the answer?
Undermine.
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 Undermine means you
Yes.
don't give enough importance or enough respect to that thing. Undermine. उसको इतनी importance नहीं देते हो. Underfunded schools means positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Not
Negative.
enough money, not properly funded. So what
Yes.
will be the answer?
Impaired.
Impede.
Impede. Impede means to block.
Okay.
So to not allow anything to succeed means to impede. रोक के रखना.
ठीक है.
Policies aimed at dash inclusivity. Positive. Again,
Promoting.
positive.
Promoting.
Positive.
Promoting.
Policies, inclusivity, positive.
Yeah.
Now the last sentence again, positive.
Ensuring
Foster.
So what will it be?
Booster, foster.
Foster. Just focus on positive, negative. Even if you don't know the meaning, you will still be able to 50% options you will be able to eliminate. है ना?
Sir, what is the meaning of foster? Improve or important?
Promote.
To improve, to promote, to help something grow.
And abstract?
Obstruct means to block, to stop.
अच्छा.
Like, don't obstruct my path. मेरा
Okay.
रास्ता मत रोको.
ठीक है. Foster means improve, sir आपने बताया था, और help.
Foster means to improve, to help something grow, to promote something.
Okay.
Here, I don't know why it is not showing the correct meanings in word, but it is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
let's
you, sir.
continue. Okay, guys, here it is, the next one. Please solve it. Sorry, guys, I took some time. My apologies. Let's discuss the answers now. So the first one, traveling, is it something positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive. So what will be the answer?
Expand.
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 Expand means to make big. And what is the opposite of expand? Contract. Expand, contract, like an elastic. Expansion, contraction. Okay, the next one. It often requires people to dash their comfort zones.
Avoid.
Resist.
Avoid.
Resist.
Or
Resist.
resist.
Retreat into.
See,
Imbalance. Imbalance.
it is trying to make you stronger, no? Like, for example, let me write a sentence over here, then it's better. Try to dash your fears or try to dash your demons. Which word will you fit over here?
Avoid.
Avoid.
No, you should not avoid. Either you face or you confront. You have to accept it. You can't run away from your fears. You have to fight them, like you have to face them. So similarly, in the second blank, the best option is embrace.
Imbalance. Mm.
Embrace means gale laga lo. Like literally what embrace means hug.
Malcolm, what's the meaning of retreat and
Huh?
what's the
Retreat
meaning of
into?
retreat into?
Retreat into means to go into that state. Retreat means actually to like go reverse and then go again into the same state as before. Re-enter into.
Sorry, Malcolm, here, because they are traveling and they are not, leaving their comfort zone and adapting the new situations, unfamiliar. So I thought here would be the opposite word. They have to leave, they have to come out from their comfort zone and adapt to the unfamiliar situations to travel. It
It
often
requires
requires
people
people
to
to
dash their
to
comfort.
resist their comfort zone and then adapt to the unfamiliar
Ah, sorry,
situation.
I did not read this. You're right. Adapt to
Yeah,
unfamiliar situations. So I think it should be resist.
resist. Yeah, thank you.
Or avoid or resist. 1 minute. Avoid their comfort zone. To see, it often requires. It means it's a requirement. I think it should be resist. Resist. But how do you resist a comfort zone? You can avoid a comfort zone. I think it should be avoid. Very tricky, this one.
Just, just,
Does anybody have any input?
just
I feel like avoid, but confusion now.
Should be avoid, I guess. Because of unfamiliar situations.
And they say like if we get the context, avoid and then like and adapt to.
I think it's avoid because it's asked to require something. So we have to leave to comfort zone. So it's fit to avoid.
Requirement require people to dash their. Let's solve the other blanks first, okay? This process can dash personal growth and resistance.
Poster.
Sir,
Poster.
Correct. Positive.
improve.
Now, negative. Excessive tourism can dash local communities and environments.
Harm.
Harm.
Harm, negative.
Harm.
Responsible travel involves making choices that dash sustainability.
Promote.
Promote.
Promote. See, Out of the words resist and avoid something, okay? You resist something and you try to avoid something, which is more difficult to do. I think it's resist. Like to resist a temptation, like you want to eat a chocolate. You can avoid eating a chocolate and you can resist eating a chocolate. What is more difficult? More difficult is to resist. To resist means to fight back that temptation. So because you have to adapt to unfamiliar situations, which is again not that easy, it's a hard thing to do. I think it will be resist, not avoid. It will be resist. That's my logic.
So what is the answer of first question?
First is expand.
And
Traveling can expand your horizon. It can expand your thinking, your perspectives. Perspectives means your ideologies, your ideas, your thought process.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Malcolm, could you please share the answer for the previous question? I missed that one.
Yeah, sure, I can.
Thank you.
So, what's the meaning of undermine?
Undermine means to take something very lightly, to not take something seriously. For example, we should not undermine the importance of the PTE test in our PR journey. Means you should take PTE test with seriousness. So to undermine means to not take something seriously. Don't undermine the efforts of others. Means take the efforts of others into consideration. Like that. Don't undermine the time of others. Means respect other people's time. The previous one, yeah. So the first one is
Provide.
provide. Second is undermine.
Yep.
Third is
Paid.
impede.
Peter.
Promoting.
Policies aimed at promoting inclusivity. Inclusivity means what? Everyone is included. No one is left out. And the last one is again positive, ensuring equity. Equity means fairness. Like everybody has the right to a good education. Is essential to foster
Foster.
social mobility and cohesion. What is the meaning of cohesion? Does anybody know? I'll give an example.
Yeah.
From those of you who are from India will know. Fevicol is the best cohesive.
Sticking.
Cohesive means something
Logically
Attraction.
connected.
sticking,
Logically
Together.
connected.
sticks together. So cohesion means like being connected, being joint, not separated. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, this is a very, very short passage. I'll give you all just 1 minute and 15 seconds. Please be quick, okay? I'll just be back. Okay, guys, let's check. A healthy democracy relies on the active dash of its citizens. Active what?
Participation.
Participation.
Very good. That is a
Participation.
collocation. Active participation, passive participation, like active smoking, passive smoking, same way. So the answer is participation. Voting is a fundamental way to dash one's voice in the political process.
Express.
You express your voice, you express your decision or voice. Beyond elections, civic engagement means with the society includes activities that dash community development.
Promote.
Promote. Again, you need something positive. Deter is like the opposite of promote. However, so now the tone is changing. Misinformation can dash public trust.
Erode.
Erode.
Erode. Again, negative, no? Misinformation. So erode means to wash away, to reduce, to eliminate. It's a negative word, erode.
Sir, what
So
is the
the
meaning of bluster? Sorry, bluster.
bolster.
Bolster.
Bolster means to make something very strong. So actually bolster is like a rock. So you know when a house is made, first you dig up the sand, and to make the base of the house solid, you put rocks there instead of sand. So to bolster something means to make something really strong.
Kind of strong support.
Yeah, like to create the support structure, make the base very powerful and strong. Education and transparency are essential to dash democratic values.
Caution.
Uphold.
Remind.
Uphold.
Uphold. Uphold means to support, to continue with that process, to uphold the values. Because see, it's a positive sentence, no? Education, transparency, democratic values. So obviously you need a positive word. Uphold means to support. है ना? Uphold मतलब उसको रखे देना वहां पे, support करना.
Sir, in the first sentence, we can put like indifference because actively indifference of their citizens. A democracy, healthy democracy is that there is no difference between their citizens. Is that sense?
Uh, नहीं, indifference is generally a neutral word or a negative word. मतलब मतलब कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. Indifference means what? फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता.
Okay.
I am indifferent to your pain. मतलब आपको दर्द हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. That is indifference.
Okay.
But what are they talking about? A healthy democracy, no? Healthy means what? Like a positive, a good democracy, healthy, a healthy society, like that. That is why you need active participation from the society members. Only then things will change, no?
Mm-hmm.
That
I
is the
understand, sir.
sense, yeah. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, please solve this one. Okay, let's check the answers now. So this one is about cinema, and it says that cinema has undergone significant transformations since its inception. Inception means what? Birth, start. Evolving from silent films to complex narratives with advanced technology. See, guys, whenever you write advanced technology, remember to put the D because it's an adjective, advanced technology, but you don't pronounce it as advanced. You just say advanced technology when you read it aloud. Directors and screenwriters continually dash storytelling techniques to captivate audiences.
Innovate.
Innovate.
Innovate, no? Innovation. You make new techniques, new technologies, innovation. So the verb is to innovate.
Innovate.
The rise of digital platforms has dashed traditional distribution models.
Maintain.
Disrupted.
Reinforce.
Something old gives way to something new because of technology.
Reinforced.
Reinforced.
The word is
Distracted.
Disrupted.
See, always remember, like AI has disrupted technology greatly. So disrupted is not a negative word. It just means something new has happened which has completely changed everything. For example, Uber has disrupted the taxi market. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So whenever it's about technology, technological disruption, remember that term. AI has disrupted everything. Technology has disrupted everything. Allowing independent filmmakers to dash wider audiences.
Reach.
You want to reach wider audiences. That is easy. Like, just a few days back, Google has launched a new product called VEO.
Yeah.
So that enables anyone to make like short films and everything with AI. Like ChatGPT also has its own tool called Sora, SORA. So these days, there's a lot of innovation in AI to create films. Okay. However, now again, you have to be careful because, however, so the tone is changing. The industry must dash challenges related to representation and diversity.
Confront.
Confront. Correct. You confront your challenges, means you face your challenges. You confront your fears. Embracing means accepting. Embracing inclusive. Inclusive means everyone is included. Inclusive practices can
Enhance.
enhance because you need something positive. So can enhance.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, I want to ask something. Like
sure.
from the third line, the rise of digital platform. So it means something negative for the traditional.
No, it means something. Something negative for traditional. Something like that. Yes.
Okay. So this will be the negative sentence here.
What it simply means is the rise of new platforms has dash old platforms.
हम्म
कुछ नया आया और उसने पुराने को डैश कर दिया.
हाँ तो कुछ नेगेटिव हो गया ना कि जो पुरानी चीजें थी वो चली गई उस नए के आने की वजह से.
In that context, it will be negative, yes. For the
Hmm.
older platforms, it will be something negative, yes.
So we will find the negative filling the blanks for that.
Something like that, yes. So disrupted, yeah. Dis is generally negative, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But that's what I'm saying, for example, let's say in older days, we used to write letters. Okay.
Hmm.
Then came in 1990s came emails. Okay.
Hmm.
Then chat, WhatsApp.
Hmm.
So is it something negative that we are not using letters now? No, it's not. Actually, it's not negative. No, it is faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If something is changing, so it can be also changed in the positive way as well.
So disrupted is not necessarily a negative word. That's what I'm trying to explain. It is related to change. Like For example, displacement means you are moving from one place to another. Like my family had to displace from Afghanistan to Canada. They had to move. Then dislocation, like dislocation of the knee because of an accident. So it depends. वो सेंटेंस में वो वर्ड का मीनिंग है ना, कॉन्टेक्स्ट दैट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट?
Okay.
And Malcolm, what's the difference between reinforced and disrupted?
Reinforced means
Reinforced.
something which is entered by force. For example, reading the Bhagavad Gita reinforced my beliefs in virtues and positivity. Matlab, I already believed in something. Now my beliefs have been reinforced. Means they have become even more strong than they were before.
Okay. Or sorry, question 1 का answer innovate था?
Yes, innovate.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
What is the meaning of perpetuate?
Where is that? Perpetuate. Perpetuate means to help in the spread of something. Something is perpetuating, means it's constantly spreading and spreading more. Let's see what word says. Basically spread something. Perpetuation is the noun and perpetuate is the verb. कुछ ज़्यादा फैल रहा है, बड़ा हो रहा है. It is spreading more and more.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, let's continue. Let's solve this one.
Hi, Malcolm. We have only 4 blanks and options are 5. Maybe we miss one of them.
Yeah. So what you can do is, okay, thanks. Is it done, guys, or more time needed?
Done.
Yeah, done.
Done. All right. So the first one should be easy because it's about memory,
Recall.
past experiences. So what should it be?
Recall.
Recall.
Recall means recollect, revisit, recall. Something means think again of the past. The next one, factors such as stress. Now, stress is obviously something negative. So you need a negative answer.
Impair.
Hinder.
Hinder.
Two words are negative, okay?
Im-
Hinder and impair.
Impair.
But generally with some ailment, you know what is the meaning of the word ailment? AILMENT. It means like a disease, some problem, physical or mental problem. So with that word, you generally use the word impair. Like your mental capacity has been impaired. Your hearing, there are words, for example, speech impediment, hearing impairment. These words are generally related to such issues, problems. So because this is about sleep and memory, I think the correct word should be impairment, impair. Okay. Hinder means to stop, block something, to not allow something to succeed. That is the meaning of hinder. Okay. The next one,
Disrupt.
neurological disorder. So again, a negative word. So it should be disrupt.
Disrupt.
So this is now actually in the negative sense, leading to challenges in daily life. Ongoing research aims to dash understanding.
Simplify.
Expand.
See, the word research, research.
Simplify.
Two words can fit, either simplify or expand. Primary objective of research is to expand our scope of understanding.
Yeah.
And because of that expanded scope of understanding, things simplify and improve. So I think the answer should be expand.
So what's the answer for the first blank?
Recall.
Recall? Okay.
Yes.
So can you explain me about the second sentence? How like impair the answer of that?
The second blank?
Yes, impair is the answer for that.
Yes, impair is the answer for that. So see, this is the meaning of the word impair. Can you see?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Spoil.
So basically, your memory processing is impaired. वो weak हो जाता है, उससे damage होता है. Factors like stress and sleep, so what it means over here is not sleep, actually it means lack of sleep, can impair your memory consolidation. So basically memories will not be formed clearly. आप ज़्यादा क्लैरिटी से सोच नहीं पाओगे पास्ट की मेमोरीज के बारे में. That's what it means.
Okay. So stress and sleep is the negative word here.
Stress is basically, so sleep, what they're trying to say is not exactly sleep. It could be sleep or lack of sleep. Can be both.
अगर lack of sleep होता ना, so it can be clarified like it's a negative word.
Agreed. But every time it will not be written clearly, no? So we also have to understand like what is the context.
And what is the meaning of consolidation?
Consolidation. To bring together.
Consolidation.
Consolidate. You should consolidate everything. For example, it is the opposite of diversification. Diversification means what? अलग-अलग कर देना.
Okay.
Consolidate मतलब इकट्ठा कर देना. So it's
Okay.
written over, to consolidate means to merge, to link,
Okay, Mark.
associate, union, to bring together basically.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Alliance. Alliance means to like create a group of members. You know? Are you guys enjoying today's class, guys? Are you learning something from today's class?
Yes,
Useful?
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
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 Every
sir.
Friday.
Every Friday. That's good.
Yeah.
And guys, for those of you who are available today in the afternoon, around 4 p.m. Melbourne time, there will also be a grammar class today. We have not had a grammar class since some time. So today Usha ma'am has some time. So she will take approximately 2 hour grammar class from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Melbourne time. That's if you're in Perth, it's going to be 2 to 4 in the afternoon. If you have time, do attend. If you can't attend, you can still get the recording. All our class recordings we upload under study material. If they are not there, I will make sure that in the next few hours, all the recordings will be there. So you just need to click on study material and click on the button which says class links. And that's where you can find all the recordings. Okay. If you think that a class is really important, please download the recording. Recordings stay on the portal for 4 days, maximum 5 days, after which they are automatically recorded because each recording is of almost 1 GB. So it takes a lot of server space and makes things slower. So if you think it's important, please feel free to download it on your laptop or your phone. Even yesterday, I think 3 students got like a superior score of 8 each. Even the day before yesterday, I think 3 or 4 students got 8 each. Couple of students got 7 each as well. A common question which a lot of people ask is, and even like there are few students, who are very close to like 79, but they unfortunately end up getting 77. Like we have a girl, her name is Aishwarya Mehra. 2 weeks back, she took a test. She was so unfortunate. She got 78 in reading. Everything else was 79 plus. So then she asked me, Malcolm, what could have gone wrong? And should I apply for rechecking, reevaluation? I immediately said, no, don't. Why not? Because even if you apply for rechecking, reading and writing scores never change, never, unfortunately. So then she asked me, what could have gone wrong? My blanks were okay. And she got a very good score in writing, like 84 or 85, something like that. So that means reading, writing blanks have gone very well. That is why the writing score is also very high. So then I asked her, can you send me one sample of read aloud on WhatsApp? And she sent me in some time. And unfortunately, she was not doing read aloud in the correct way. So her speed was very slow and she was focused on proper pronunciation. So for example, she was reading like this. Let's say, memory is a complex cognitive function that allows it, so she was trying to be very careful that she's not mispronouncing words. And obviously, that reduced her reading score. So I told her, what are you doing? Why are you reading like this? You have to read a bit fluently. Like, memory is a complex cognitive function that allows individuals to dash past experiences and information. So you have to be smooth, you have to be confident. So she sent me a few read alouds for once or twice. I said, okay, now you're doing it correctly. She got that confidence. Yesterday, again, she had her test. This time, reading went up to 86 and writing fell down to 78. 1 point again. Everything else is 79 plus. So again, she asked the same question. Should I apply for revaluation? I said, unfortunately, not. Then she told me, Malcolm, I followed your template for write essay. I said, I agree. You must have followed. But the problem is not with the template. The problem is silly mistakes, here and there. A listening score is 81, writing is 78. So very high chances that there are some silly mistakes in summarized spoken text when you are inserting the keywords. Could be some spelling mistake in write from dictation, some silly mistake here or there. Could be some typing error in the essay. Many times we don't realize our mistakes, but they do happen. So, I have shared that essay writing video so many times on our WhatsApp group also, the recent one. Please understand that content is really important in essay writing. And for a superior score in listening, content is really important and summarize spoken text in listening. Also, for those of you who are targeting a higher score of, let's say, 8 each, 79 each, please give a lot of importance to repeat sentence in speaking.
Really.
If repeat sentence is not strong enough, you can still get a 90 out of 90 in speaking. A lot of people get that. It's not that hard. But listening is going to be hard to cross 79. So repeat sentence and write from dictation, listening fill in the blanks, and summarize spoken text. You have to be really strong at these four tasks for 79 plus in listening. And I've also seen sometimes that people who are really good, who have like, 80% plus accuracy in repeat sentence and have really good content in summarized spoken text. Like they're not putting, just one word in the template. They're putting two, three words together, meaningful chunks of words together in summarized spoken text. Even if they make mistakes and write from dictation, still the software is giving them like 89, 90 in listening, even after making mistakes. Why? Because in the other task, their content is excellent. So, improve on repeat sentence as much as you can. Practice it in like, doing bulk practice. Repeat sentence is really, really important to push up the listening score. And if you're struggling in, reading, then 3 tasks, practice them religiously. One is read aloud so that you are very fluent. You are clear with your S sounds, like individuals, memories. So the S sounds have to be heard very clearly. Also, kal sounds, AL, neurological. Sometimes I feel students are unnecessarily reading very fast. I don't know why. Neurological disorders like, you don't have to read like this. Clarity ही नहीं होगी तो सॉफ्टवेयर को समझ में क्या आएगा, right? If there is not clarity, what will the software understand? So you have to be very clear. All of these are very academic words, like neurological disorders like Alzheimer's disease can dash memory function, leading to challenges in daily life. Ongoing research aims to dash understanding of memory processes and develop effective interventions. Am I fast? No, I'm not fast. Am I slow? No, I'm not slow. Am I constant in my speed? Yes, I am. Am I stressing on words? No, I'm not. So it has to be smooth, flat. And if you make a mistake, don't stop. Don't suddenly stop and never correct yourself. Never. Just continue speaking. That's it. Okay, let's do the next one.
Uh, Hi, can I interrupt here
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for
sure.
2 seconds? Yeah, I have booked my exam at the end of June,
Mm-hmm.
and as you know that I'm mostly first time here with your class as well. I mean, I haven't started,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to start from today or tomorrow.
Right.
So just a little bit guide, and it's very good. I have started from today's class.
Right.
So
See, the
just
best thing what I would recommend everyone to do, because I have also done those things and I have got success. So that is why I teach the correct thing. The best thing which I can recommend is start taking mock tests, full mock
okay.
tests. Even if you are a beginner, you have very little idea about different tasks. Try to take one mock test every day, which is very hard to do actually, because with job and whatever you're doing,
Yeah,
but it's very hard, I know. But you know what that does is it makes us understand our weak areas and it also makes us understand our strengths. So let's say I do 2 or 3 mock tests. Consistently, my reading score is in late 50s or mid 60s, for example. What does
yeah,
that tell me? It tells me that probably I have to work on understanding blanks in a better way. I have to work on my read aloud in speaking because read aloud contributes many marks to reading also. It's an integrated task. It also tells me that probably I'm making mistakes in highlight incorrect words in listening. Maybe I'm not clicking the right word because that is also integrated with reading.
yeah,
Let's say I'm not getting enough marks in writing. Everything else is, let's say, for example, my goal at the moment is 65 in each, for example. And everything I'm getting like 72, 71, 66. But my writing is like 58. or 56. It's stuck. It's not improving. What does that mean? It means I'm very weak at my spelling. I'm making many typing errors, silly
Yeah.
mistakes, a lot of silly mistakes in the essay. Like, you know, when I check the mock test of students or when our team checks, sometimes we are also surprised. In one essay, people are making 20 to 30 mistakes. So because we have been obviously, we are teachers, you know, so we find it hard to believe. But obviously for a student, you know, whose level is a bit low, it is really hard for students, you know. But the problem is until we work on these mistakes, how will the score improve? Let's say there are 7, 8 mistakes. That's a lot of mistakes in the essay. So it's very important to analyze the mistakes. Now let's say I've taken 2, 3 tests. I'm getting the same results, you know, I'm not improving. Then what I should do is I need to analyze my tests even more. For example, I just need to go to my test, let's say write essay, click on the view score button.
Yeah.
Every mistake will be highlighted in with a red line, underlined. If you put your mouse on if you put your mouse cursor, you will be able to see the suggestions. So, for example, let's say in the essay, the last line we write, no, lastly, in my opinion, XYZ, whatever. Now, let's say after lastly, I forget to put the comma. Very simple mistake, no, silly mistake. But the software will highlight it. And even in the real exam, it will reduce your score by at least 1 point out of 90, at least that missing comma. Another small mistake could be the word I. I have written in, like, let's say I have written like this, small. But actually, when you write the word I, like, I should
Should be
always be
capital.
capitalized.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of silly mistakes which people make, you know. Like I write like on the one hand, proponents say that or proponents claim that. That is in the body paragraph 1. Now, in the next line I write, in the next paragraph I write, on the other hand, I should write actually opponents. Opponents argue that. But even here I've seen sometimes people write proponents by mistake. That is wrong. So the software understands, no, that आपने कोई गलत word लिखा, you have written a wrong word. So it's very important to understand where I'm making mistakes. That is the main thing. So let's say I analyze my tests. I see that I'm making more mistakes in write from dictation. I'm making more mistakes in listening fill in the blanks, and I'm making more mistakes in summarize spoken text. Then we have to create an individual plan for ourselves. That boss, I am weak at write from dictation. I am weak at listening fill in the blanks. How will I become strong at these tasks? By practicing. So then we have to give ourselves, you know, like a target, daily target. Like, you know, daily target should also be realistic. They should not be unrealistic. So a daily target of, you know, let's say I need to do at least 15 questions of listening fill in the blanks. I need to do at least 40 questions of write from dictation. I need to do at least three questions for summarize spoken text. I need to write at least one essay. Now, I also need to be realistic. So I have to calculate the time. 15 questions for listening blanks means approximately 15 minutes. 40 questions for write from dictation means approximately 40 to 45 minutes. So these two tasks, 1 hour gone. 3 questions for summarize spoken text means 30 minutes. 1 hour, 30 minutes gone. And one essay means 20 minutes. So that's 1 hour and 50 minutes gone. So approximately how much time do I take? 2 hours. And apart from that, I also want to do one full mock test. One full mock test means how much time? 2 more hours. And you also need to check the mock test. So at least 20 minutes. So how much time has gone now? 4.5 hours. So if somebody is really serious, you know, about getting 7 each or 8 each, at least for the last 2 to 3 weeks before the exam, they have to put in this much time. And if somebody is really serious about getting a 8 each or 9, you know, some people are gifted. They have good level of English, they have good grasping power, good execution. They don't make silly mistakes. So such, you know, you might have some friends. Boss, I did not study, still I got 9 each. I got 8 each. But for everybody, it's not possible. No. For some people it is. So what I'm trying to say is when your exam is approaching, you know, very close by, what I myself did, I used to take actually 3 mock tests per day. back then, tell whatever resources. And that time we had no portals. We had only, like we had very few websites for PT. So actually from the PT book, the PT used to give a CD, official CD. From that I used to take mock tests. But I made an effort that I take each and every mock test possible before my exam.
Yes.
So the quickest way to improve is take as many mock tests as possible, not to see the score or not to be happy or afraid. I always say in life, no, when something works in your favor. So if you're getting very high scores, don't be too happy. And if you're getting very low scores, don't be too sad. Keep your mind balanced, it's okay. The main thing is in every subsequent mock test, I need to improve. Even if I'm improving by 2-3 points, it's good. That is the aim. Don't repeat the same mistakes again and again. Like, I give feedback to so many students every day on WhatsApp and so many mock tests, etc., etc. I keep on saying this. I'm happy to check. You give me 100 questions every day. I'll try my best to check. But if you repeat the same mistakes again, that will irritate me. And it should irritate you also. You as in the person who's making the mistake. Because then what is the point? You're just wasting everyone's time, no? If you are not improving from mistakes.
Yeah.
So basically, it's very important. The only word is analyze. Analyze your mistakes and then make a plan on your weak areas. Let's say you take a mock test, you'll get the AI score. If you want my feedback, you can just message
Yeah.
WhatsApp that Malcolm, I've done this mock test. These are the credentials, and this is the mock test number.
Okay.
I can check it by Monday and get back to you.
Thank you. As I'm aiming to the 8 each,
Hmm.
so it's there are on a WhatsApp. Your I mean the topic wise videos, the
No,
guidance
no.
video on topic wise.
No, there is no such videos, but I can send you like a plan or something. But
Oh, thank you so
mainly
much.
when that will happen is once you take a full mock test, because then you will also realize, like what's your approximate level. Because a mock test score on any portal, it's not 100% accurate. It's indicative scoring. There will be an error of 10% plus or minus. That we have to take into consideration for any portal. But at
Okay.
least we'll know, no, we are in 50s, 60s, 70s. What is the basic level where we stand?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, sure. I will share you.
All right, cool.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you.
Okay, let's solve this question. This will be the last question for today, guys. And as I said, again, I'm repeating, if you have time around 4 p.m. Melbourne, Sydney time today evening, please do join the grammar class. It will be very helpful.
Sir,
Yes, Kamini?
just a question. When you do the evening class, are this the same question or
Yeah. Most of these are same or similar questions. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, let's check the answers now. So this one is about environmental ethics. Ethics means what? Right and wrong. That understanding of what is right and what is wrong. It raises questions about how we should dash the environment. What will be the answer?
Respect.
Correct. Respect. Because it's about value, no? When will you value something?
Respect.
When you respect it. Correct. Now the second sentence is about industrial activities. What will they do?
Negative thing.
Negative.
Pollution.
Pollution. Emissions. So what will the answer be?
Degrade.
Degrade.
Correct. Advocates means what? What is the meaning of the word advocate?
Lawyers.
One meaning is lawyer who goes to the court to fight your case or against you.
I
Other
mean
meaning,
the favor. Who are
people
in
who
a
are in
favor.
favor of you, your proponents, your well-wishers. So advocates of deep ecology argue for a fundamental shift in consciousness to dash the interconnection of all life forms. To understand what?
Emphasize.
Recognize.
Recognize.
To recognize the interconnection of all life forms. Because right now, people are not even understanding this. People are not even recognizing this, no? That is why they are asking for a fundamental shift in consciousness, means your conscious mental behavior.
So
To
what is the exact meaning of recognize, like with the sentence?
recognize means to you see
पहचानना
something
मतलब
and you understand something. Like you recognize a person, no? In a crowd, you see your friend and you recognize your friend.
पहचानना.
Pehchan, correct. So first you have to, there should be a change in your thought process, in your thinking, which will recognize the interconnection of that all life forms are inter. So first पहले वो जानो वो चीज को पहचानो, understand it.
Okay.
Now the next sentence is about something about policy makers must dash ethical frameworks into legislation. See, the main word is into. This is the collocation. So which word do we use with into?
Integrate.
Integrate.
Very good. Integrate into. There are two words with into. Remember, one is integrate and the other is incorporate. So both these words you use with into. Similarly, you react. Which word do you use with react? React to.
To.
And if the word is act, which word do you use with act? You act
Act to.
on something. Act on. You have to act on the information which you have.
Okay.
Okay, so this answer is integrate. To dash
Promote.
sustainable development.
Promote.
Because of the word development, which is sustainable, obviously it will be promote.
This is
Okay.
quite easy one. Yeah.
So that's it from my side, guys. If you'll be taking a mock test on the weekend, if you need my feedback, you can let me know. I will try my best to correct it by Monday. And those of you who are a bit weak, at these things like tests, if you think you need more classes, so I hope now all of you know that every day we have two classes from Monday to Thursday. One is like a strategy class, basics class, and followed by the practical practice class. So as per your time availability, you can choose which class you wish to attend. And our branches at Clayton and Trugnina will be open on Saturday and Sunday. That is tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So if you want, like a lab experience or you want to go for a face-to-face class, you are most welcome to attend the Clayton and Trugnina branches also. All right. Any questions, guys, before we end?
Mock,
Last.
the
Yeah.
mock test we can do in the Moodle, right? We can find the mock test there.
Yes, on the portal. Yeah. So there's a button which says mock test. You click on that. Then there are two buttons. One is take test and the other is my attempts. So to start a test, you click on take test. And to once you finish it to see the result, you go to my attempts. And you will be able to see you click the view score button and you can view it.
All right, thanks so much.
You're welcome, Camila.
So your class is really, really nice because you explain everything.
Yeah,
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
thank
Thank
you.
you
Really
very
good. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. And I'll
Thanks,
see you all
Martin.
soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Good day.
Welcome. Have a good day.
Sir, I have
Thank you
one
so much.
question.
Yes, please ask.
Yes, so in my essay, especially, I'm getting like 11 out of 15 because
Mhm.
of two reasons. First is like I have to think about the content to write down, and second reason is my typing speed. So, can you give me some solution how I can fill my content?
Yes. Okay, there are two solutions. Solution one is the template must be by heart. So the first thing which you can type very quickly without thinking at all should be the template. Every day, try to type the template at least 2 times. Just copy paste. Keep it open
Hmm.
in front of you on your phone and just copy paste it quickly. So that way you can improve your typing speed. The other way to memorize the template, I'll give you a very simple solution. Open voice recorder, any voice recording app on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
and just read the template in your own voice. Record so maybe it will take 2 minutes, right? If you read it fast, 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Even when you're traveling, in car or in tram or whatever public transport, just
Hmm.
listen to your own voice recording again and again. So that way,
Hmm.
in your subconscious mind, you will learn it by heart if you listen to it 4 or 5 times a day.
Okay.
So basically, your goal, your final aim is what? It should be to finish typing the template in maximum 6 or maximum 7 minutes, maximum. So the template will be, I don't know how many words exactly, but it's going to be probably 130, 120, 130 words approximately. Could be less also.
Yes,
Could be,
sir, but in the between we have to write अपने वो points भी लिखने पड़ते हैं.
I know we have to write. But first step in the process is type the template quickly. Even in the exam, just type the template first so that your
Okay.
template is ready. And
समझ
that
गई
should
मैं.
be without mistakes. Not
Hmm.
even a comma should be missing. Every proper spacing should be there after the full stop. So no mistakes. Then you start filling those extra words on your own. Now, the second question which you asked, I don't get ideas quickly. I
Hmm.
understand. So even earlier I have said that in PTE, the good thing about essay writing task is there is a very high chance probability that the same questions are asked again and again in the real exam. I have seen students, they have taken, let's say, multiple times, 10 times, 20 times the actual PT exam. And they have said that I've got the same question, 5, 6 times in the exam, same essay repeated. So basically, where will you get those essays from? From the prediction file. You open any prediction file, you will have a list of 20 to 30 essays, which have a high chance of coming in that month.
Okay.
By a high chance, I mean 50-60% chance. That's a very high chance, according to me.
Okay, sir.
Whatever topic is written, go to the portal mockmaster.ai, go to that individual task of essay writing, and in the search bar on the top, just enter some words from that question in the prediction file. So let's say the question is about artificial intelligence raises ethical concerns, XYZ, whatever. Just write artificial intelligence in the search bar and press enter. Once you press enter, you will see all the questions in the portal which have the words artificial intelligence in the topic sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Click on practice, the button which says practice, And once you're there, click on the answer button. So when you
Okay.
click the answer button, you will be able to see a sample response.
Hmm.
So from reading that response, you have to understand those ideas.
Okay, sir.
You have to understand the vocabulary which is used, the collocations which are used. See, if you want a high score in essay writing, no, three things you need in the essay. One is less repetition of the same words again and again. The software is not happy if we repeat the same vocabulary 7, 8 times. It's not happy, number one.
Okay.
Number two, you need to have at least 7 to 8 instances. Instances means uses of collocations. What are collocations? Like preference for, according to, conducive to, rely on, depend on. So these words are called collocations.
Okay. Sir, in which also? Because of, in which?
No, those are basically conjunctions or connecting words. But yes, those are also very important. Why are they important? To make the sentence longer. How will we
Hmm.
make a shorter sentence longer? By adding some explanation.
Yes.
For example, many proponents claim that artificial intelligence enhances the productivity of students, comma,
Yes.
as it ensures that students are focused on completing tasks in an organized way, full stop.
Hmm.
Because of that comma, and then I wrote as, I explained my
Point.
side of my point.
Hmm.
So the
Okay.
same sentence, which was earlier of maybe let's say 10 or 12 words, now
Hmm.
I've managed to stretch it to 20, 25 words.
Okay.
And that is what the software wants in the at least 3 or maximum 4, not maybe 3 sentences. You have to get very lengthy. And
Hmm.
you already gave the answer. How to make lengthy? 3 solutions. One is because you don't need a comma.
Hmm.
Another is comma as. And the third way is you write something, comma, which
Hmm.
means that you add these 3 words, comma, which means that, and then again you explain that part.
Okay.
So
So, sir, we
as
have.
and which means that
Hmm.
similar, you explain. And because means reason.
Hmm. So, before which we have to put the comma is compulsory?
Yes. When
Okay.
you
What
write
time?
which means that, you will have to put a comma before which. Yeah.
Hmm. And what is the third, sir? You said 3 points like.
As, because.
नहीं नहीं आपने कहा था कि 3 चीजें डालनी है जैसे
First
repeat
point,
words.
first point, minimum repetition of the same topic keywords again and again.
Hmm.
Second, the use of collocations. Third,
Hmm.
compound or complex sentences which are lengthy.
Okay. Okay. And sir, one more question. Whenever in the term of content, I'm not sure because sometimes question is like that. I'm unable to understand what is the question is asking from me. So according to my knowledge, whatever I'm going to think, I just try to put on that. So the AI again and again it gives me like 3 out of 3. So I'm confused. It's a right number or
It's
ऐसी
an
दे रहा है वो?
approximate number. So in our AI or any AI, how is it trained? There are some basic words which are related to the topic, which
Hmm.
will be fed in the AI.
Hmm.
So the AI simply tries to match your keywords in the essay with the
Hmm.
words which are in its own database. So let's say in the database related to the topic, PTE has added 15 words, okay,
Hmm.
regarding a particular topic. In my answer, it is able to find only 3 words which match from its database.
Hmm.
Very few words. So what will
Okay.
it think? It will think that my answer has very limited vocabulary. My knowledge of vocabulary is very limited, very basic. So what will it do? It will not give me a higher score in vocabulary. So to compensate that, what do we need to do? From our side, we need to add more and more collocations. Because
Hmm.
somewhere you will have to impress the software, no? How will you
Mhm.
impress it? Using collocations and writing compound and complex sentences.
Okay, sir.
So
Because
vocabulary is
sometimes.
also of 2 types. Vocabulary means one is like fancy words, better
Okay.
synonyms. And the second is collocations. So at least one thing has to be strong.
So yes, because the problem is that sometimes I got the questions like that out of my mind. So whatever I'm getting, I'm just going to write down. तो फिर भी वो मुझे 3 में से 3 दे देता, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये ऐसे ही दे रहा है शायद.
हाँ, so every time it may not be 100% accurate. That's what I'm saying. It may not be 100% accurate every time. So then, let's say you practice it. आपने तो तुक्का मार दिया ना, आपने तो जो लिखना था लिख दिया. But now, after reading, I mean, you have to read the sample answer also, no? For example, I'll tell you a word. Xenophobia. What does it mean? Does anybody know? Xenophobia. Phobia means what? What is the meaning of phobia?
So I don't know.
Phobia means fear.
Phobia means to, yeah. Fear.
Phobia. Phobia. To have a phobia of exams. मुझे exam से डर लगता है. So phobia means fear. Xenophobia means the fear of foreigners. The fear of unknown people. Now, this is a real exam topic. In PT, it's a real PT topic. Now, let's say I don't know the meaning of xenophobia, okay? Now, what will I do? But at least I need to know the basic meaning of the word phobia. अब वो भी नहीं पता है, then I don't know what to say. But that's what I'm saying, no? How will I improve my vocabulary when I see the questions which can come in the exam, no? And for that, we at least need to know all the questions which are in the prediction file. अब उसके भी बाहर का आ गया, if you get a question outside of that, then it's your bad luck. मतलब you don't know the meaning of the word at all. Then what can be done? Nothing can be done. No, nothing can be done. You try, you write whatever you write. So first you type the template, then whatever you understand, you try to write. What else do I say? है ना? ठीक है? All right, guys. So thank you very much. I'll see you all soon and have a good day. Okay, Sid has a comment. One of my friends recently took the test in India, got less marks, and decided to recheck the score, and he got lower than what he did. Yes, so that can also happen. In rechecking, your score can go up in speaking listening. It can also go down in speaking listening. But the good thing is, whether it goes up or down, if it changes, you get a full refund of your money. So it can go down also. Anyway, thank you for sharing that, and thanks all. Have a good day. Bye.
Malcolm, sorry, एक और question. मुझे पूछना था कि पीटी का टेस्ट आप कितनी दफा दे सकते हैं?
In one financial year, you can take it 12 times. 12 times. In
12
one
times.
financial year, 12 times.
ओके. तो मतलब स्कोर अगर आपका कम है रिक्वायर्ड, जैसे मेरा 65 है, तो मुझे लगता है कि आई थिंक शायद 2-3 दफा देना पड़े या 4 दफा देना पड़ जाए. तो
हाँ.
शायद
So what?
मतलब शायद 65 आ जाएगा.
See, maybe you have to take 3-4 times. Maybe you may also get in the first attempt.
Okay.
But what will change those 4 attempts into 1 attempt is mock tests.
Okay.
There are 100 full mock tests on our portal, 400 sectional mock tests also. I have not seen a single person so far who has taken 30-40 mock tests on our portal, then gone to the exam and not having got that score. But if I take just 3-4 mock tests before the exam last 1 week, then I expect that no, I'll get my score. It's not going to work. You need to take a lot of mock tests. Only then it will happen quickly, maybe in 1 or 2 attempts maximum. All right?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Have a
much.
good day. See you all soon. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.